What's up, guys? It's Matthew Monday, and today I am going to be taking multiple different books and combining them to make one story. Sorry, Alexa just went off, so I was confused. Well, not confused, but like waiting for her to turn off because I didn't want her to ruin this video. But now I just ruined the video, so you know. Well, not really. I didn't ruin it, but you know. I'm just gonna shut up. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna take all these books that I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books that I'm gonna combine by taking some excerpts out of them and just make a short story out of all of them. I'm gonna try and make the most sense as I can. Obviously, it's a bunch of different books, so you're going to have a whole list of different names, and it's going to switch between third person and first person sometimes, because that's just how the books were. So yeah, if some parts don't make sense, I'm sorry. I can't make everything make sense, but overall, it should make some sense. Okay? So, without further ado, I bring you the book combination challenge. They traveled along a wide dirt road. Rather than head back toward the house, they had continued on the trail beyond the ivy shack, venturing deeper into the forest. The trail had eventually forked and then intersected the road they were currently following. The sun blazed overhead, the air was heavy and humid, and the forest remained unnaturally silent all around them. "Guys," Cole said, "we're deep in the woods. The trees are looking bigger. This isn't funny anymore." Jace smiled wide. "Wrong. It's just getting funny. Do you know what the punchline will be? I hear they look like huge bears." "You're a riot," Myra said blandly. "I'll die laughing," Jace said. "Go ahead. Test me." Cole felt like the situation was out of control. "Myra, this is crazy. Let him have the last word. Who cares? We have too much to do, too much real danger to survive. If he wants the prize of biggest nut job, let him have it." Myra looked from Cole to Jace and back. The only sound was the gentle clomping of the walking brick. Someone counts backward, and just like that, we're being broadcast live to the entire country. Caesar Flickerman is wonderful, teasing, joking, getting choked up when the occasion presents itself. He and PETA already have the rapport they established that night of the first interview. That easy banter. So I just smile a lot and try to speak as little as possible. I mean, I have to talk some, but as soon as I can, I redirect the conversation back to PETA. Thomas put his head down and drew in a long, deep breath. He would just keep his mouth shut and run. 2 breaks later, Minho finally slowed to a walk as they headed down a long corridor that ended in a wall. He stopped and took a seat against the dead end. The ivy was especially thick there. It made the world seem green and lush, hiding the hard, impenetrable stone. Thomas joined him on the ground, and they attacked their modest lunch of sandwiches and sliced fruit. "This is it," Minho said after his second bite. "We've already run through the whole section. Surprise, surprise, no exits. The world is screaming. Just the icy wind racing through the open hatch of the Black Hawk, but that's what it sounds like. At the height of the plague, when people were dying by the hundreds every day, the panicky residents of Tent City would sometimes toss an unconscious person into the fire by mistake, and you didn't just hear their screams as they were burned alive. You felt them like a punch to your heart. Some things you can never leave behind. They don't belong to the past. They belong to you. I always carry a tin of medical necessities wherever I go. There was nothing I could do for Mant, but I was able to help the king. You see, there was a balance in my finding you." The king revived a little when I moistened his lips with water. He told me that he had been attacked by the other guardsmen, without warning that Matt had thrown himself in the path of the spear aimed at the king. He fought like a manticore and all the other beasts of the sphere, magical to protect the king, but his lifeblood drained from his wounds and he fell. Fendel choked a little on his words. The traitors had fled at my approach, presuming that the king was dead. I could not carry both the injured king and Mant, so I burned Mant's body in accordance with the soldier's rights in battle. It was properly done and all the forms were respected. There was not the time to bury him. The king had to be helped. I'm not sure what I was expecting, pearly gates or a big black portcullis or something, but the entrance to the underworld looked like a cross between airport security and the Jersey Turnpike, and there were 3 separate entrances under one huge black archway that said, "You are now entering Erebus." Each entrance had a pass-through metal detector with security cameras mounted on top. Beyond this were toll booths manned by black-robed ghouls like Sharon. "Good afternoon." Skeller looked up to see, standing by the pool, a young woman dressed in a flowing gown of thin white wool. Her hair was dark and gently waved, and her green eyes were flecked with gold. Skeller stood and bowed. "Why so gloomy?" she asked. He shrugged. "I would rather stay melancholy." "Who are you?" "Ravenna, Raven's daughter." "Why are you not in there with the others?" He grinned. "I know nothing about wars, campaigns, or battles." "What do you know about?" "Art, literature, poetry, and all things of beauty." "You are out of your time, my friend." "Skeller. Call me Skeller." "A strange name, Skeller. Do you climb things?" "Walls, mostly." He gestured toward the seat. "Will you join me?" he asked. "For a little while only. I have errands to run." "I'm sure they can wait. Tell me, how did a woman come to lead a rebellion?" "To understand that, you have to know Mother. She is of the line of Druss the Legend, you know, and will not be cowed by anyone or anything. She once drove off a mountain lion with a large stick." "A formidable lady," said Skeller. "Indeed she is, and she also knows nothing about wars, campaigns, and battles, but she will learn. So should you." "I would sooner learn more about you, Ravenna," he said, switching on his winning smile. "I see there are some campaigns that you understand," she said, rising from her seat. "It was nice meeting you." "Wait! Could we meet again? Tonight, for instance?" "Perhaps, if you lived up to your name." I don't know if I would call that good or if I would call it bad, but there it is. So, it's out in the open. Wonderful. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you're liking my content as a whole, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Can you picture